Hmm. Yeah, it's a little drafty in here. Okay. Uh, let's see. Man, people on the internet are weird. Okay. Let's get that going. Pin the Discord there. Pin the Discord there as well. Excellent. And I think we're good. Let's get started. Let's get started. All right. Another day. Happy Saturday. Everyone enjoying their weekend? Oh, it's snowing. Beautiful. Just noticed. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. We're in for a chilly Saturday morning. It's a special Saturday indeed. Hero Academia is wrapped up. It is over. It is done. And side note, John Cena also has his last match today. But yeah, Hero Academia is officially donezo, complete. It's over. Anyone else finish it this morning? It was a nice episode. It was nice. But now it's time to move on to the next series on the wall. I'm still finishing up Monster. That's going to take me some time. I think I just finished, 36 episodes? How are you doing, Gio? Also, side note, my keyboard got delayed again. It should be arriving today. The delivery is actually like 30, well, apparently it's like 30 minutes away, but I don't know if I'm going to be the next delivery. Anyways, it's on its way. It's on its way. Should I start free rent? I like it. The keyboard, yeah, no, it's on. Like, I literally looked at the map. I literally looked at the delivery map before we hopped on the live. It's like half an hour away, but I don't know if I'm next on the list. It's close. It's close. It's finally here. To be fair, it shipped from Texas. How you doing, Govinda? I just realized I forgot to move the chat over here. Let me do that. Let me move it over there. Excellent. Have I seen Original Sin? I have not. Is it snowing? Yeah. It's like it's a nice snowing. It's not, doesn't look too windy. I haven't been out yet, but looks cold. Looks cold. My most recent cosplay, Gogeta. But the next one is kind of on hold for the time being. December has been a slow month financially, so like I'm not going to spend the several $100s to start the next one. I had to install a Tiga and Elite and Aileen. So yeah, cosplaying is expensive, so the next one's on hold for a little bit. Am I walking? Yes. Gogeta? Yes. I do need to fix up. If I'm going to use that cosplay again, we need to fix up the wig, though. You spent that much. My cosplays are all of high quality, so all of my cosplays have been in the $250 to $700 range. Sukuna or Gojo? I prefer Sukuna. I'm Canadian. How you doing, Kushi? So yeah, cosplaying is a very expensive hobby of mine. Do I collect anime figures? No. I don't actively collect them. Sometimes I just receive them by chance. Holy hell to what? That's a lot of money? Well, the thing is, I take cosplaying seriously, so I only get the good quality stuff. Have I watched Death Note multiple times? You should cosplay Johan, too boring. So, like, I cosplay to do something exciting that stands out. Now, Johan would be easy to do, but I'd be bored. And it wouldn't be very comfortable, because in most scenes, Johan is wearing like a suit kind of attire. Wearing a suit during a convention? No. Not doing that. How you doing, Kirat? Yeah, so I want my cosplays to be comfortable, practical, and distinctive. You ever enter No, I do not compete in cosplaying competitions because I don't have the skill to make it myself, nor do I have any desire to be a pro cosplayer. How do I get my cosplay clothes? Easy. I'm good friends with multiple cosplayers. In fact, one of my roommates is a professional. Like, they are a nationally ranked cosplayer. Are you walking? Yes. Have I done Vegito? I have not. Uh, so, again, I don't do a costume because it's simple. That's not what I do. I would never cosplay Toby. It is cosplay to death. I avoid costumes that there's going to be a million of walking around. Toby's one of the easiest things to ever do. Uh, Canada? Yeah, I'm Canadian. Where can I find your cosplays? You can't, because most of the time that I did cosplaying, I had no social media. I had no socials. So, like, most of them are not on any kind of site, or there's no pictures. I will not cosplay Obito. Unless if you mean like Ten Tails Obito, too tedious for me. Like, that's a lot of makeup and a lot of I don't like makeup. I don't like complex body parts that are going to be in the way. Yeah, I'm not doing Jubito. I'm not. Where am I from? Canada. Cosplay. I'm wearing his jacket right now. I literally have his cosplay right here. What was my favorite and least favorite? Oh, easy. My favorite. Okay, results aside. I think Gogeta was my favorite, and least favorite was Minato because it was too hot. Actually, no, Natsu. The sandals were awful. Cosplay songs, guys. I'm not taking cosplay requests right now. There's just not enough. There's not enough financial incentive. Cosplaying costs a lot of money and a lot of time, and right now it's not financially worth it to take on requests. Bro, I started One Piece 2 weeks ago, and I'm already on 168. You might just remember to go outside. Just remember to go outside. How you doing, Christmas? No. Shao Tucker's not the most pure evil. That's ridiculous. Is he a bad person? Sure. No, I'm not starting any new anime for at least a couple of weeks. I'm not starting any new series for at least a couple of weeks. I enjoyed the MHA ending. Like, I knew it was going to happen. I read the manga. What do the One Piece? What do I think the One Piece is? I don't have an answer because I don't guess. I don't speculate without hard evidence to back up my opinions. And every opinion I've come up with, I've been able to disprove. Clannad, I enjoy Clannad. Avatar is not an anime; it's a cartoon, but a great series. Well, yeah, I hope you guys did it. If anyone else saw the MHA conclusion, it's done. It's finally over. We're doing good, Jeremiah. And how you doing? Yeah, how you doing, Christmas? We all cried at 11:36. Nope, I haven't cried to One Piece in a while. It's been like I have, but it's just been a while. Can I at least cosplay Sond? So, do I have to put you in timeout? Do I have to put you in timeout already? Is there other Avatar in anime? No. Avatar: The Last Airbender? No. What do I think about JoJo's? I like JoJo's, and Vinland is really good. Goku. No, then. Okay. Is it just me, or did One Piece get deeper? Get deeper each arc? It's just that the farther into One Piece we get, the more lore we get. Like, the world building expands. Everything in the One Piece world is very interconnected. So that's why it feels that way. Do I ever stop walking? Yeah. When I'm on my Twitch streams, I sit down. When I'm eating lunch, I sit down. What anime made you really cry? One Piece has, but like I don't like sob. I don't sob. Is this Q&A? Not really. It's just people tend to ask a lot of questions. We could talk about anything, really. Pimp Jacket? Well, thank you. So far, part four was my favorite. Well, that's your question as well. So there you go. When you eat dinner, do I float? Yes. When I eat, I just kind of levitate. I never sit. Shangri-La's pretty good. Anime recommendations? Tell me about what you like. Tell me about your preferences, genres or themes, even hobbies you have that you would want to see in an anime, anything. I mostly like the filters. I mean, that's fair. It's just we've beaten all of them. Like every single filter that I think I've beaten every filter on TikTok now. I'm kind of just I have to go with the flow now because I've beaten every game. Odd Taxi is pretty good, yes. Why am I always walking? Because I want to. I do game, yeah, over on Twitch. If you want me to link the Twitch, you can either go to my Discord. It's linked on my YouTube, or I could just throw it in chat if you want me to. I started watching, which by the way, join the Discord, guys. Started watching Vinland Saga. I think it's great. But do I have Invincible? I haven't seen. I have not seen it. Can you put it in chat? Yeah, I can. Here, I'll grab it. There we go. I'll throw it in there. Let me just pin the message because TikTok is weird. It only lets me pin messages for 1 minute. I just grabbed something off of Amazon. It's not even a treadmill. Do I like Mushoku Tensei? I can't deal with Rudius. The jacket, the thing is, my friend made it. I paid her. Like, I paid her to make it, but it's not like I went to a store. Why do so many people ask why he's walking? Yeah, exactly. I'm just moving. That's really all it is. I'm just moving. And you're spamming chat, so you're getting a timeout. So let's see if 10 minutes does the job. I see Ippo. I join. Yeah, Ippo. I love it. I love it. Wait. Sorry. Can I undo that? Damn it. Hold on. Can I untime? I timed out the wrong person. I timed out the wrong person. Can I undo it? Damn it. I timed out the wrong person. This is what. My God. There we go. Hopefully that. Okay, YouTube. YouTube? Okay, you know what? I'm just banning people. Stop it. And you're banned too. Man, God, YouTube is being wild today. Should I start Cyberpunk? I haven't seen it. Vinland is really good. To the person who I accidentally timed out, if you can hear this, I'm sorry. That was my bad. How you doing, Hap? Did I watch Shangri-La? I did. Just finished Code Geass. Awesome. No, I'm not cold. I just felt like it. Yeah, Shangri-La was good. I want to start Bleach, but I don't know if the quality is as good as... If the quality's good... Just try... Okay, you guys are thinking way too hard about this. If you're curious to try a show, stop second guessing. Just try it and see if you like it. Why did you? Yes. If I timed you out, it's either an accident, which rarely happens but has happened, like just now, or you're spamming. You're not behaving. I don't care. So if you're being cringe, don't do it. Have I seen God of High School? I have. Yeah, you guys focus on the wrong things. Just try something. If you're curious to try a series, stop asking, should I try it? Just try it. Decide for yourself if you like something. A war series, I could give a few different examples. I'm trying to think because Reincarnated as a slime has a war arc. Vinland Saga has a war arc. Hunter x Hunter has a war arc. One Piece has multiple wars. Grand Crest War, that's okay too. Is that Fushi? It is. It is. Best Akatsuki duo. I think when it came to actually functioning as a duo, probably Kakuzu and Hidan. I just kind of liked that synergy. Japanese Tales of the Yakura, don't know that one. Have I watched Love is War? I have. Bro, how about Kay? You're getting time. You know, yeah, you're timed out. I'm not gonna deal with with that stuff anymore. I'm just not. Thank you, Balloon. Chicken butt. I like chicken. I'll eat every part of the chicken. Yeah, I appreciate the donations. To Your Eternity is my favorite. It's a solid series. I just ended JJK Black Clover similar, kind of, kind of. How you doing, Mohammed and Saska? And did Chainsaw Man assistant make Spy Family? I don't know. I have no idea. Thoughts on Solo Leveling? I enjoy it. I enjoy it very much. Here's the thing, like who it doesn't matter if other people think a show is cringe or whatever. Enjoy what you want, guys. You guys care way too much about other people's opinions. Just enjoy what you want. Isn't there going to be a new season for Love is War? I haven't seen the announcement for that, but cool. Were you playing Expedition 33? I was. Well, I still am. We're still not very far into the game. We just beat the Duelist. For those who know what that boss is, we just beat the Duelist. Glad to see the stream that isn't brain dead or brain rot. I mean, sometimes the chat can be pretty brain rot. Do I have a console? I do, but I do all of my streaming on PC. I enjoyed the ending for MHA. I was good with it. I accidentally slept while watching Fishman Island, and now I don't know where to start. Oh, were you having it on autoplay? Well, do you remember the last thing that you saw? Like, what was the last thing you consciously remember? Do I like The Last of Us? I have not played Last of Us. What anime should I watch? Tell me about what your kind of shows you're generally into. Where is it from? It's homemade. It's homemade. It finally works. What works? The stream? Yes. What anime made you cry? Angel Beats. Should I watch Bleach? Watch or read? I think most people would say read Bleach. I think that's how most people would feel. And I think you're fine with either. There's definitely going to be points where reading is better. But the anime also really hits sometimes. Do I game? Yes, indeed I do. We're over on Twitch. My taco on Twitch. Why am I dressed up? I literally just threw on a jacket. My sweaters are in the laundry, so I'm like, okay, I need something a little bit. I need a little something, so threw on this. What do I think about May and Abyss? I still am at the start. I haven't touched it in a little while. I'll get back to it eventually. We're working on a Monster right now. I have not played any Telltale games. Hunter x Hunter, I'm a fan. You will get this W once you tell me your favorite anime. I don't have a favorite. So, you live in a dorm? Dorm? Do you think I'm a student? Bruh, I'm not a student. Have I watched Chainsaw Man? Yes, I have. What I recommend for someone who likes romance comedy, you could go with Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. You could go with Alia Hides Her Feelings in Russian. You could go with Kaguya-sama Love is War, My Love Story. Monsters Go. Monster, we're kind of at a peak moment right now. All I'm going to say is we're at the library. That's all I'm going to say, because that might spoil. I don't want to give any details. I think I'm boring as hell, being ignored. I'm not ignoring people. I ignore the cringy stuff. You watch Dress Up? I have seen Dress Up Darling. Does Kuma really have a daughter? So, like, I could answer your question, but it will be somewhat spoilers. So spoiler warning for Egghead. Yes, well, I mean, Bonnie is Kuma's daughter like not biologically. Her backstory is actually quite tragic. What do I think of JJK Modulo? Haven't read it. I'm not going to. If it comes out as an anime, I'll watch it. When they battle, they lose their. Can you tell me the name of an anime where MC has power of growing trees? Law of Weki. Tokyo Revengers. It was okay. It was okay. Dark Mentality. Platinum End. Yeah, Law of Weki. Good series. Guy can turn trash into trees. It's a lot better than it sounds. You're spamming. Okay, Court, stop spamming chat with your trees. Did I ever have a job? Guess what? I get paid to do this. So I'm not sure if you're being condescending or not. If you're just, very blunt. You've been searching for it? Yeah. Don't worry. Have you ever seen Don to Don? I saw season 1. The Monster Association arc so far not that great. So far, I'm not impressed. Favorite game? I'm kind of torn between like Mass Effect 2, Halo 2 and 3. Those are up there for me. What's with the movement? I'm walking. I'm moving. Did I like Avatar? I loved Avatar. Avatar is a masterpiece. Granny Seiko or Granny Tsunade? Uh, yeah, Tsunade. I don't have any crushes. Where am I from? Canada. Have I watched a cheat skill in another world? I have. Actually, I think you're the first person to mention that one. I think you're the first person to mention that one. It's not talked about that often. I mean, it's enjoyable. It's simple. Favorite color? Don't have a favorite color. What is the One Piece? I don't know. I'm not going to pretend that I do. An anime with cars? I'm just going to be frank. I don't know any animes where cars are the focus. I mean, Turbo Granny, I don't care for her. They butchered the ending of Cheat Skill. I think I remember. Well, you mean the manga or the anime? Because the ending of this first season, eh, like it wasn't remarkable. It was fun to watch, but it was not remarkable. I'm not in a suit. It's just a jacket. Akira is a motor. Okay, so yeah, Akira, but I haven't watched Akira. Truck. Yeah, Truck-kun never fails to disappoint, except it's rarely. And Truck-kun does not really appear in car anime, to my knowledge. Maji is fantastic. The anime because I felt rushed. I could see that. No, I could see. Yeah, I'd agree with you. Would I rather master with a Sengon or Chidori or Sengon? Will you shave my beard? I shave it every 2 or 3 days, maybe 4 days. It just grows back immediately. Just finished Hunter x Hunter. Didn't really like the last arc. It was maybe the pace. Are you talking about the Chimera Ant arc or the Election arc, which is like the mini arc? I'd let you take that. Okay, can you not talk like that? And Court, you've been spamming, so you're getting a timeout. Like I'm just not gonna be nice with the spam anymore. I'm just not. Funniest anime: Aggressive Retsuko, Sakamoto Desuka. Did I see the official top 10? There, I don't look at anything involving power scaling in any capacity. Thank you, Wheezy. Do I like old anime? Sure. I like everything. If it's good, it's good. Favorite villain? Probably Meruem. Do I like to watch Boruto? No, I did not enjoy it. Prison School dropped it immediately. Rather potential of Thorfinn or Iggy. Wait, who is Iggy again? I recognize the name. I recognize the name. The election arc was Buns. I mean, compared to like the Chimera Ant, York New City, Greed Island, I could see why you would say it's bad by comparison. Best stand Harvest. I always time out the Spanish. What's the fit? I literally just threw on Escanor's jacket. Antark was a bit long. The pacing was not the best, but it was still good. Have I seen the last episode of Hero? Yep, I did. I watched it before hopping on. Do I consider Invincible anime? It's not what I consider. It doesn't meet the definition. It's a cartoon. It's an animated here in the West. Did I see the top 10? I don't do that. I don't look at the strongest. It doesn't matter. Escanor jacket looking clean. Well, thank you very much. I'll pass on all the compliments to the person who made it. What games? Right now, we are playing Expedition 33. We're playing Digimon Time Stranger. We beat Dispatch a couple of weeks ago. We've played Baldur's Gate. We've played Mass Effect. So that gives you some examples. Have I seen Parasite? Multiple times. I don't have a favorite series. What's the worst thing in Boruto? If I had to pick the worst thing, it's that the characters are very irritable and like annoying. In the manga, they develop at a much faster pace. The anime is mostly filler, so between canon events in the story, the character kind of stays very consistent. So it takes a while for them to actually develop. Uh, I'm not really into Last of Us. Sorry, that's not really my thing. What about JJK? I like JJK. Have I watched Parasite or Answer? Yeah, I like Parasite a lot. Shield Hero, only the first season was good. The Last of Us series? Oh, I don't. I haven't seen it. What is Platinum End about? So it is pretty much a selection process to determine the next god. So these angels come down to Earth and choose specific humans, usually ones who are dealing with very, very difficult circumstances, and they actually are granted certain abilities and duke it out to become the next god. Have I watched Haikyuu? Yes, 3 times actually. Actually, yeah, Kevin, you are spamming. You are spamming quite a bit, so you are banned. Did I see new season? No, I dropped Records of Ragnarok. Hakusho, I could not get into it. Have I seen Ark Survival Evolve? No, I have not. Thought about Naruto and Hinata's love lore. I liked it. I thought their love story was very nice. Do I like zombie shows or games? I enjoyed Left 4 Dead. I really like Left 4 Dead. So yeah, sometimes. Uh, have you played Black Myth Wukong? I have not. You're an egoist? Cool. Shonen is it's when it's directed towards teenage boys. Well, when the target audience is teenage boys. So leveling is the ending. If you mean the anime, I was I felt kind of cliffhangery, but I enjoyed the season. I enjoyed the series overall so far. Looking like Doflamingo. This is Escanor. There's no feathers here. You're not religious, right? Yeah, I'm not. Oh, you're not religious, guy. Let's say it's a random Tuesday and it's a Judgment Day. What am I doing? It's Tuesday. There is no Judgment Day. Have I watched Terror in Resonance? I have not. Opinion on Black Clover? It's really good. Green-haired anime character, Law of Weki. Will you watch Avengers Doomsday? I still need to catch up on the MCU, but yes, I will. Are Haikyuu similar to Blue Lock? I mean, aside from being sports anime, not really. Like, they're very different sports anime. I don't have a top 3. Am I religious? No. Do I think Obito should have remained a villain? No. I think what they did was good. I liked it. How many weeks did it took you to finish the jacket? So, 2 things. My friend made the jacket. I helped a teeny, tiny bit. My friend did 95% of the work, at least. And how long did it take? Probably about, if we're going off of hours, like total work hours, probably like 4 to probably like somewhere between 4 and 8. I forgot how many hours, but 4 to 8 hours in that range. Who is the MC of Lifeguard? I don't know Lifeguard. Naruto had way too many puppet villains? I don't think so. There is what? There is Konkuro, who is only a villain during like the invasion of the Sand Village. There was what was this? Sasori. Yeah, there's Sasori. Are you counting like Kabu? Are you counting Kabuto as like a puppet master because of like the Edo Tensei? You need to watch Terror in Resonance. My watch list is full. Can we see the full chat? Yeah, the YouTube chat can't really see it. The TikTok chat can't really see it. Sorry, the camera's locked in place, so like it's kind of I can't really like I'm not tall enough. I'm not tall enough. 2D or 3D. How about I prefer food? Do I agree some people need to die? It's not my place to tell people to decide who lives or dies. It's not my place. Hunter x Hunter, probably around like a 9. Quality world building, excellent side cast, great character development, excellent storytelling, great action scenes, just pretty much everything I want. I was very entertained. Do you know you were on YouTube? Yep, we're on YouTube. YouTube's actually our main platform. Do you think Seven Deadly Sins will make a comeback with the Four Knights of the Apocalypse? Well, I'm already up to date with Four Knights of the Apocalypse. It's been enjoyable, not perfect. I have issues, but it's enjoyable. Does Spider-Man have observation hockey? No, he has spider sense. Want to play Smash Bros? No, I do not play that kind of game. Do I know Mohammed Avdol? I do not. How you doing, Sanjay? Do I consider Cyberpunk? I have not seen Cyberpunk. Did you see Summertime Rendering? I have not. Asura's Wrath, haven't played that either. I don't really do power scaling, sorry, man. If one of the Straw Hats had to become a villain, if one of them had to be a villain, had to? What, maybe like a villain according to a game like a turn against the Straw Hats? I can't. Sanji or Zoro. I'm more of a Zoro guy. It's very good. You should watch. Again, my watch list is full, guys. I'm not taking on recommendations for anime at this time. I'm happy that Hero Academia is done. Did I read the manga? I did for Hero Academia. Yes. Okay. Well, here's the thing. I watched JoJo's Part 3 in 2012. I don't remember, and I don't remember the names of characters I saw 13 years ago. One time. I'm just not going to remember. You started boxing because of Ippo. That's awesome. What's on my watch list? Okay. Well, let's see. Mostly Monster right now. We have Gachakuda, To Your Eternity, One Piece, One Punch Man, Campfire Cooking, Golden Kamui. As you can see, I'm watching a lot. I don't have time for more. So I'm crazy for betting my whole life savings for One Punch Man. Yeah. Are you able to do an anime character right now? I'm not a voice actor. I can't do any. Voice acting is outside of my skill set. You want to know what my skill set is? It involves food and gym. And I can't even say I'm that good at Magic the Gathering. I love Magic the Gathering, but I'm not particularly that great at it. Gym and food are my thing. Free is, where do I rank it? Oh, I loved it. I enjoy Free more than Solo Leveling. Are they still releasing Gachakuda? I don't know. I haven't seen Gacha. You mean Gachakuda? Yes. There's 2 more episodes. There's 2 more episodes this season. Welcome back, Liam. What about Shumatsu no Walker? I have no idea what that is. Vinland Saga, fantastic. JoJo's is really good. I enjoy it. I kind of love that, not in a weird way. Wait, what are you talking about? What's my opinion on mature anime like Mushoku Tensei? It's not mature. Mushoku Tensei I dropped because it's too well, it's actually just like criminally disturbing. Is brisk walking better for so you're asking black and white questions. There's always context. Walk or run? Well, what are you trying to get out of it? What kind of training are you doing? What are your goals? What are your if you're someone, it also depends on your physical conditioning. Like, not everyone is in a state where running is a good idea. Depends what your environment is in. So, it really comes down to, what works best for you. Both are fine. But, what's my current diet like? Meat, fruits, vegetables. That's really it. I'm eating meat, fruits, and vegetables. And tonight's a pizza party. Can we see the physique? I will post an update soon enough because we are down 4 pounds this week and we still have another 15-ish to go. Do I have any action figures? I have, anime figures. I have Tanjiro, but other than that, I only have I have a Riddler and I have Aquaman. Do I have a 6-pack at this time? No, in a few weeks, yeah. What's my favorite character stand in JoJo's? Favorite stand, Harvest. Do I play Roblox? Not on your life. What am I wearing? Escanor's jacket. Would I like comedy or romance? Romance. Romance all the way. Gurren Lagann wasn't for me. Have I heard about JJK Modulo? Yes. Would I rather fight Batman? Well, here's I don't worry about fighting fictional characters. I win either way. I win by default. What's the poster in the background? I do not collect posters. I only collect paintings. It's a painting. Yeah. Yeah, everything I collect is paintings. It's hard for you to cut down on weight? I would grab the Nutella. No, cutting down weight is pretty straightforward. 7 Deadly Sins, probably a 7 or so. Not making a joke. I'm just serious. Yes, John Cena is retiring today. What do I play? We're working on Expedition 33 right now and Digimon Time Stranger. Have I watched Silent Voice? Yes, it was very good. It was very good. When do you think the Straw Hats would be on the map if Zoro was the captain? It doesn't actually matter. Even if Zoro was the captain, Nami's the navigator. If Zoro was the navigator, then that changes the answer. Is Takamura? I don't do power scaling. Favorite One Piece character? I have no idea. I don't have a favorite. Is Reinhardt the strongest? No, guys, you gotta chill with the power scaling stuff. It's literally worthless. How you doing? Pretty good. When do I think this? Have I watched Silent Voice? Yes, I have. Do I play any musical instruments? Sadly, I do not. Like lessons were very expensive, and I just couldn't do it. Have I seen Chaotic? Oh my, Chaotic! Oh my god. Dude, I just got like smacked across the face. I completely forgot that existed. I remember Chaotic. Oh my god. Who collect monkey? I don't even know what you're trying to say. Do I have anime paintings? The one right behind me. I have several paintings. I'm a painting collector. Well, autograph collector. To Your Eternity New Season. It's enjoyable. It's not my favorite. That the best Devil Fruit user. The thing is, I don't have an answer. I could pick multiple very skilled Devil Fruit users. Like, I could say Luffy. I could say Doflamingo. I could say Kuma. I could say. We also have to look at like who's awakened, who's not. Like Kaido never awakened his fruit. Was very good at using it. Whitebeard never awakened his fruit. Was very good at using it. But then you have Lucci, who awakened his, and Lucci awakened his. There's Vegapunk. He built technology around his Devil Fruit. What's your favorite anime that's coming out in 2026? Free Run Season 2. Any autographs? I have several. I have Astro Boy. I have Austin, the English voice actors. I have Chopper, the English voice actor. Thoughts on Free Run? I love it. Absolutely love it. What anime is the bird guy? Shangri-La Frontier, the huge spider dude. Uh, are you talking about Saturn? Kind of a different situation with Saturn. And if you mean Black Maria, no, she did. Interesting fact for the day, part 5 of JoJo's was 8 days. Interesting. I haven't gone to JoJo's yet. I haven't gone to part 5 yet. Do I want me to subscribe? Only if you want to. You are made in. Okay. What do I think about Rocky's drawings? I can't say I know what you're talking about. Have I seen Fragrant Flower? Yeah, it's very good. MHA ending, it was good. I'm happy that it's done. What anime is coming in 2026? A lot, actually. Because if you go to my anime list and you go to the winter calendar, you go to the calendar for 2026, there's a lot of stuff coming. Have I watched Your Name and what are your thoughts? Yeah, I like Your Name. It was good. It was very good. Favorite genre? I'd say slice of life, romance, cozy stuff. I like One Piece's story more. I like Naruto's anime more. I don't have pets, but I have roommates. Have favorite genre? Have you seen Records of Ragnarok? I dropped it at season 2. Thank you, Pierre. I appreciate that. I'll give all the compliments to the designer. If Mihawk is considered Shank's rival, then will Zoro surpass Mihawk? Will be. I don't look. I don't do the power scaling stuff, but Zoro will surpass Mihawk. I'm standing on that. I'll stand on that. Thank you for the follow, No Name. And have you seen Sakamoto Days? I dropped it halfway through. How you doing, Usopp? I think it's been a while. Usopp, I think it's been a bit since I've seen you. 20 hour. No, MHA's over. MHA's done. The new episode is out. Have I watched Your Name? Yep, I enjoyed it very much. When did I start watching anime? 1994. By Hugh Spider meant one of the old dudes trying to stop them. Yeah, that's Saturn. Saturn, it's kind of a different situation. If you're only watching the anime, you probably wouldn't know, so I'm not going to tell you anymore. I need to go to work, but I don't want to. I mean, I get that. I used to have a lousy job too. I've worked multiple lousy jobs. I get it. Have I? I dropped Records of Ragnarok. Can you give me a great anime with a villain as an MC? A villain MC? I mean, Death Note is a villain MC. Trying to think of many that I've seen where the villain is the and main character. Uh, Hang on. I'll try. I mean, besides Death Note, how many do I know where the villain is the MC? I honestly can't think of many off the top of my head. Saturn got turned into. Yeah, like don't spoil chat. Like the guy has not seen beyond. Like they're only watching the anime. So regarding Saturn, don't spoil that. Welcome back, Zayton. Can you not spam chat, please? AOT Aaron, what about Aaron? Do I get tired of always having to tell people that you don't power scale? I mean, not really. I mean, the thing is, sometimes people are just trying to be annoying, and some people are new. It's okay. I still work in the fitness industry, and I have for 8 years. So I had to very often answer the same questions, the very easy questions on a daily basis. So being able to, like, you got to be patient with people. Because, like, for the first time, like, they're asking you for the first time. They don't know. Do I have any good isekais? So I don't look at ratings. I don't look at ratings. That doesn't matter. You want a good isekai? Get into Digimon. Can you put on the Luffy hat? Well, then it's kind of weird. Like, this is kind of an odd combination. But, yeah. It's too warm to... I think the hat is... yeah. Well, thank you, Ricky. Have I watched SpongeBob? I have as a kid. I'm dressed like Escanor. This is Escanor's outfit, man. Do I read Usagui? I do not. Rainbow is underrated. Haven't seen it. Is Shangri-La worth finishing? I do think Shangri-La is worth watching. The ending of the most recent season was kind of okay, but overall, yes. What do I think about Ballroom? I haven't seen it. Which anime is your anime of the year? I think I'm going to give it to Hero Academia Season 8. I support people, Rash. Of all sorts. All people. Sunraku is the go. Sunraku's cool. I like him. I have not seen Blue Box. I don't care if its series is dark. I mean, sometimes I don't always want dark, but dark is good. Do I like JJK? Yes. Realistic. So here's the thing. There's a million characters that have a very reasonable physique. So, like, also depends on your genetics, right? Also depends on, like, some characters are just not human looking. Whitebeard, not gonna happen. Escanor, not gonna happen. Kaido, not gonna happen. But, like, someone like, I don't know. Ippo, that's realistic. I mean, the weight isn't realistic because if you look at his stats compared to how he looks, the numbers don't make any sense. People don't watch MHA because of the fan base, which is sad. I think if you're judging a show based off the fan base, you have the wrong idea, because there's going to be weirdos in every fan base. Just call them out. Do I recognize people like me who are here somewhat often? It's totally fine if not. I recognize some of the names. I do genuinely remember some of the names. I am notorious for forgetting everyone's name. It just happens, especially if I don't know you in person. But there are some names in chat that I will recognize after enough time. Garo's physique is unfair. I don't think it's unfair. At least from what I've seen, he has a good one. But here, I'll pull it up on my screen. But here, I'll just pull up Garo. I mean, you may not have his exact No, looking at Garo right now, his physique is not unfair at all. In fact, he's on the fit side, but depending on which image you use, nah. I've seen better looking people in person. I can't. I can't show you. Sorry, man. You can Google Garo yourself. What is the weirdest anime? I don't watch weird shows, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't get into that. Have I watched Ippo multiple times? Kakegurui I have seen. Rurouni Kenshin, I've seen all of it. I have seen all of Rurouni Kenshin. Am I your favorite? My favorite person in chat is Cashy Blood. Sorry. JoJo is weird. I love it. Yeah, I love it. What's the anime with the bird head? Shangri-La Frontier. What would be the most hated admiral? The most hated, probably Green Bull. I don't know many people who like Green Bull. Are you looking forward to Solo Leveling Season 3? Sure, yeah, I am. Rurouni Kenshin mentioned, yeah, it's a fun series. Favorite horror? Probably Parasite, and if that's not horror enough for you, maybe School Live. DxD, I dropped it. There is no strongest character. Garu's 18, okay. So, like, the thing is, you can't look at the age. Because the numbers in anime do not make any sense. The numbers in anime don't make any sense. Like, Ippo is like 135 pounds or something. Or even lighter. He weighs nothing. The sheer size and mass that he has at his height, he wouldn't be 135 pounds. Parasite is good, I would agree. How are you feeling that Season 6 of Black Clover is coming soon? Well, we don't have an exact date for it. But looking forward to it. Welcome back, Jeremiah. Hunter x Hunter, I think it's really good. I'm back after like 4 months. Well, welcome back. Do I consider Spirited Away as horror? I haven't seen Spirited Away in so many years. I never found it scary. Was it supposed to be scary? Some guy just said Baki or Ippo. For physique? I'd have to kind of put them by comparison and see. Also depends what kind of like I don't know. Both are good. Both have good physiques. Luffy punching Sea Dragon was more satisfying. I still think Luffy punching. I think Luffy punching Charlos is still the most satisfying for me. What about the big white suited guy in Baki? I don't remember his name. If I don't remember his name, but I've seen all of Baki. Also, do I remember the person who tells you you have a heart? I don't have a heart. I only have stomachs. Have I seen Omiya Kaiten? I have not. What about who win? I don't do power scaling. Mivki. What about Flame of Rekka? I have not seen Flame of Rekka, but that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Court, your spam in chat again. So this time I'm timing you out for the rest of the stream. Kenpachi physique kind of. I think Kenpachi looks really good. Kenpachi looks very good. Damn, a lot of people. Do we? 30 people here, 40 people here. So around 7. We have around 70-ish people in chat right now, which is pretty good. It's not our best, but I'll take it. Is Black Clover worth the watch? I would say so. Main Abyss, I'm still at the beginning. Captain Yami, I like Yami. I plan to cosplay him at some point. I've seen the first part of Blue Exorcist. I dropped it during the second half. What anime transformation had the most epic introduction? So thinking on it, I think 3 came to mind. 3 came to mind for different reasons. There's Super Saiyan, there's Gear 5, there's Gon's Rage. Those 3 came to mind immediately. Friedren's introduction is the worst. I disagree. I think it's brilliant. Somali and the Forest Spirit, I have not seen it. Ultra Instinct, No Defense. Yeah, it's all personal preference. It's all personal preference. So, like, I'm saying Super Saiyan definitely outclassed Ultra Instinct in terms of, like, impact. Do I like Mob Psycho? Very much. I love comfy stuff. I love comfy stuff. Have I seen Demon Slayer? Indeed, I have. Why am I wearing that? Because my sweaters are in the laundry. I wanted to put on an extra layer. I'm like, oh, this is cozy. Slam Dunk, I still need to watch. Have I seen Blood Blockade? I have not. Madara coming out of the Ninja War was... Madara's appearance was really good. That was a great, great moment. How much does your setup cost? Well, the mic was... Well, this was around $115. The adjustable desk was, I think, like $200. I think it was like $200. The treadmill was like $90. The two monitors were like $50 and like $100, so like 150 here. The mic was around, not the mic, the camera is about 90, 70, I think it's not like 75, $80. And is that everything? I think that's everything. Oh, I have headsets for when I'm actually playing something. So oh wait, yeah, these are my good headphones. So these are like, I think these are like 150. Dragon Ball fillers are a good break. Sometimes. A nice humble setup. Yeah, it does great. I have a new keyboard coming in. I have a new mouse pad coming in. Do I like AOT? Yeah. Steins Gate wasn't for me. Some new gen anime that I like. So what's new gen? Like what's the parameters? But like I like most of them here. I like all the mainstream stuff like Black Clover, MHA, Demon Slayer, Solo Leveling. I watch all of it. I watch One Punch Man, but I also watch like Flower That Blooms with Dignity. I watch what else was more recent? Windbreaker. Uh, Thoughts on JoJo's? I like JoJo's. One Piece. I like One Piece. You gotta go. All right. See you later. Aizen hands down best villain. I like Aizen. He's cool. I wish they continued aesthetic of Rouge Hero. I don't think I know Rouge Hero. Sakamoto Days is recent. I'm not into Sakamoto Days. Sakamoto Desuka I liked, and that's not as recent. Kogi, I tried it. I tried. Gojo's ability, it's fine. Like, it's an interesting ability. I just don't care that much for Gojo. Favorite character from Demon Slayer, Guillaume instantly. Any thoughts on Eminence of Shadow? No, I didn't like it. I finished. I don't like it. Wait, you low-key remind me of I remind you of Arlong. Look, are you trying to say I have a big nose? Like, what the hell? Have I watched MHA final episode? Indeed, I have. Favorite Saint Charlos or Orochi? I guess I'm saying Orochi. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Orochi, I guess. Why don't I like Eminence in Shadow? It was so bad. I had no interest. Oh my goodness. Okay, so like, first, I think the only thing people actually liked about it was maybe one of three things. I Am Atomic, which was like the sound effects, some decent fight scenes. Like the Mundane Man was probably the best part, and some pretty girls on the side. I didn't like the world building. I didn't like the side cast. The MC was really annoying. It was just I didn't care for any. I didn't care for any of it. I didn't care for any of it. It was pretty sometimes. Have I seen Tokyo Ghoul? Yes. Have I seen Quintessential Quintuplets? Also, yes. Do I play any games? Yep, over on Twitch. I will throw the Twitch into the chat. I just put it right there if you want to join us over there. Not right now, but it's there. How dare I? I don't like Eminence in Shadow at all. Have I seen live action? Live action Windbreaker trailer? I have not. Manji Gang or Bufferini? I have not. Manji Gang or Bufferini? Are those the gangs from Windbreaker? I think. Wait, are those the gangs? I recognize those names. I think those are the gangs from Windbreaker. Bofarin or Manji. I think it was Bofarin, right? That was the main gang of the story. Bofarin all the way. Is Shangri-La season 2 good? So season 2 is good. I just don't like the very end of the season. Like I didn't enjoy the very end of the season, but yes, it is good. Oh, yeah, Bofrin, exactly. Bofrin or something. Okay, I was right. I knew I actually remembered the name for once. What's my favorite Dragon Ball character? I can choose fusions. The thing is, I'm not going to choose fusions to keep it fair. It's Vegeta or Piccolo. Do I cuss? I try to avoid it. I normally swear often in real life. When I'm on here, I try to tone it down. Wait. There's going to be a live action. Apparently, I actually haven't seen the trailer, but apparently there is. I can't confirm yet. So, I think Windbreaker could be done. the choreography would be hard to pull off, but maybe. Windbreaker is a street. It's a street gang anime. Well, it's a school gang anime, I should say. Kind of a mix of both. Actually, you remember? Good boy, deserve an expired weight. Starlight, you're being weird now. Come on, chill. Who do you think deserves anime of the year? So, like, ultimately, I don't care who wins. Like, I don't care who wins. But if I had to just look at the results, I'm kind of leaning towards MHA season 8 right now. Favorite anime? I don't have a favorite. Side cast from Naruto or One Piece? One Piece. That's easy. Is I don't know what DITF is. I'm sorry, I always say that to my friends. That's weird, man. But then again, my friends are weird, just a different kind of weird. Is Windbreaker reminiscent of Tokyo Revengers? In some vague ways, yes, but it's also a very different series. There are a lot of street fights, which are a common theme in Tokyo Revengers as well. So that's kind of why there's a lot of overlap. It's like street gangs, but it's a very different vibe. When are you coming to Afghanistan? Not anytime soon. Best sports anime, Ippo. Top 3 sports anime, Ippo, Kuroko, and Haikyuu, I think. Gachakuda anime of the year. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I don't rank it that highly, but if it won, I wouldn't be mad. Like I like the series. Windbreakers, kind of like Buchigiri. Kind of. Thank you, Alan. Have you seen Kakegurui? Yes, I did. It was interesting. It was different. It was fun. It was kind of weird, but it was fun. Do I like JoJo's? Indeed, I do. I've been watching anime for just over 30 years. Please read Lookism. I'm not going to. I'm not gonna lie to you and pretend that I am. I'm not. If I said the anime that I dislike the most, I get torn to shreds. I will not tear you to shreds. You could dislike every single show that I love. I would not care. You're allowed to enjoy what you want. Mordecai is an anime now. I have not seen Mordecai. Did I read Vagabond? I have not. Would I like another season of No Game, No Life? I'm not really in need of another one. Like, would I probably try it? Okay, sure. But I wouldn't be mad if they just gave that season to someone else. I'm going to Thailand. Are you joining me? Nah, I'm busy. Why do I have so much aura? It's the jacket. It's just the jacket. Look, you can say a series is fantastic. I'm just telling you, I'm not going to be reading anything. I'm not. It's not happening. Favorite genre? Cozy stuff. I like wholesome, easygoing. Blue Lock is. I enjoy Blue Lock. I like it. It's a good time for me. If you could be any anime character, I wouldn't. I don't know why so many of you guys say I want to be someone. I'm good being me, man. I'm good just being me. You've seen the live action Street Fighter cast? I have not. I've never actually. If you mean like, yeah, I didn't know there was a live action Street Fighter. Most underrated anime you watched? I wouldn't be able to tell you. This is why it makes. Let me explain why this makes no sense to me because I get asked this a million times a stream. Most underrated compared to what? Because if I'm saying it's underrated, I'm comparing my rating to someone else's rating. Whose rating am I supposed to be looking at? Because I don't look at ratings before I watch a series. I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. I'm just gonna go watch it. So but here's the only time I'm aware of like an anime being super known or unknown is from this chat. Is from this particular, from this live stream right here. Because, and most of my audience almost entirely watches shonen. Most of you guys. Just being honest, most of you guys exclusively watch like battle shonens. And some romance here and there. So you guys don't really leave that kind of standard range too much. So what I consider underrated or lesser known is just going to be outside of that typical, this is the small pool of anime you guys are focused on. So I don't look at ratings at all. If you want a good series from a particular genre, I will find you a good series. Even if it's something I haven't really explored myself, if you're looking for a series, I will find you something. Uh, I would beat you in a fight. Shadow, you don't leave your room. Do I remember one of your YouTube shorts? Vegeta threw the Dragon Ball and it went through the wall. Yeah, the filters are very glitchy sometimes. I don't have a favorite character. The cast are pretty good, except 50 Cent as the boxing guy. Okay. Um, I never really cared that much for 50 Cent, but I also never really got into Street Fighter either. Treble or Foxy? I'm going with Foxy. Do I think Vinland Saga is good? I think it's fantastic. You look like huge ass. Wheezy, don't make me ban you. One reason I love your stream is because you're unfiltered and it's funny. I mean, I don't know how to be any other way. Ippo is my favorite sports anime. Ippo's in your top three. I mean, fair enough. Have I seen? What about Don Machi? I've seen Don Machi. I think the earlier seasons were a lot stronger than the newer ones. Like okay, so like it started really high, kind of tails off, and then starts to come back again towards the end. But it's still, even at the end, I did not enjoy it as much as the start. Do I like Mashal? Very much, yeah. It's fun. When's the stream ending? An hour. We still have another hour. And then I have to call my friend and see what is up for the. We have a party tonight, and I want to see if I have time for the Twitch stream or not. Goku versus Monkey King? I couldn't tell you. Season 6 will be hype for Don Machi. See, isn't Don Machi over? Isn't Don Machi like done? Like wrapped up? Kaput? Finito? Your art project? I have no idea what you're calling your art project. I'm new to anime. What's a good starter? There is no. Okay. Tell me a bit about what you're into. Your favorite genres, what you watch outside of anime, if you have any hobbies. Favorite Pillar Man in JoJo's? I don't remember any of their names. Because again, I saw the Pillar Men 13 years ago. I don't remember any of them. Do I agree that Yu-Gi-Oh! Cheated in most of his matches? Dude, it's heart of the cards. If you lost, it's just your heart of the cards wasn't good enough. Just accept it. You're not good. I just called the police on you. Okay. Oh, thank you. But now I don't. Now I'm going to go into jail. Apparently, do I agree that Sendo is better than Miyata? Hang on. As you can see, I'm bad with names. I like. Yes, yeah, I do like Sendo more than Miyata. I would agree with you. Do I watch zombies animated? You mean like as zombie animes? Sometimes, not often, but sometimes. Give me an anime where I'm a bee shredded into a million pieces. Kingdom of Ruin. Have I watched Inazuma 11? I have not yet. What's the anime when the MC has the flame fist and he's a teenager? The Flame Fist. Are you talking about like Fire Fist Ace from One Piece? But he's not the MC. A Flame Fist. The Flame Fist. I don't know. Zombies anime is a kid show. I don't know. I don't know that one. Who's my favorite group from Bleach? Favorite group from Bleach? Probably the Court Guard Squad. Why so stylish? My sweaters are in the laundry, so I grabbed my jacket. Have I seen Alia hides her feelings in Russian? Yeah, it was pretty good. Tokyo Ghoul was also pretty good. The first half was pretty good. Azores, you got to step up your game, man. You're asking the same questions every stream now. Do I have a favorite female protagonist? Shirayuki. Favorite CP9? I think I have to go with Lucci by default. Most of the CP9 is not that interesting. Worst anime 2025? I just go to my drop list. What did I drop this year? Okay, we go to my drop list. What did I drop? I dropped. I don't know. Wait, when did this come out? Because I dropped this one. No, that's 2022, so never mind. Okay. I'm going to have to find something that came out this year that I dropped. I remember you from YouTube. What's good? I'm on YouTube right now, actually, Maury. Flame of Recca is the flame. I haven't seen Flame of Recca. Usopp will whoop you. He's fiction, so I win. How about One Punch Man? I'm following One Punch Man. Like One Punch Man season 3 is not good. It is bad, but I haven't dropped it, so it can't be the worst. It can't be the worst. I have dropped many series this year. Worst anime of the again. I don't know. I don't know what the worst anime of the year is. I'm trying to find what I dropped this year. Do I know Osamatsu-sa? I think I do. I think I do. Have I seen Kill la Kill? Yes, I have. Watch any shoujo? I've watched a couple. It's been quite a while since I've watched any, but sure. Thoughts on World War II? What is... Oh my god. Favorite Gojo or Sukuna? Sukuna, easily. Naruto or... Again, I don't do power scaling, guys. I don't do power scaling. Do I watch romance all the time? Finally, someone who knows Osamatsu-san. It's been a while, but I know it. I do know it. Soul King, again, Soul King, I win. Do I Azores? I will smack you. Who has the strongest hockey? I wouldn't know because I don't care about the power scaling. I don't tear apart these screens and analyze all these little details because I don't care. I don't care about the strength of characters. I just want to be entertained. I just want a good story. I just want a good story. What do I feel about Davy Jones being the? I don't care. I don't care. Power scaling, I don't care. The Bird is Shangri-La Frontier. A retro series, so like an older series. Monster. I know what kind of guy you are. You like Suka. You're a monster. I'm a monster. Some ways, yes. I eat like a monster. I definitely have the appetite of a monster. Azores? Can you not? Can you not do that ever again, please? Do I watch more than a married couple? Indeed, I have. It's good. I enjoyed it. A fair it was like middle of the pack good. Okay, guys. I know it's hard. But I'm reaching the point with you guys that if you can't behave like a decent human being, like get rid of all the pervy, ditty nonsense, I'm just gonna start outright banning it. I'm just gonna start outright banning. Just stop behaving like disgusting, perverted kids. Stop it. Maid-sama is really good. Which anime do I think can survive in? Do I think I could survive in? Wherever there's food, I'll survive. You R6, you're banned. Guys, MHA is officially over. Indeed, it's done. Favorite MHA season? I think 3. I think it was 3 for me. I couldn't deal with Rudius, so I dropped it. I definitely prefer One Piece over AOT. How many animes have I seen? Over 900. We're not close to 1,000 yet. We're still in the low 9s. Is watching Ghost worth it? I have not seen Ghost. Thoughts on Yusuke Murata? I don't know it. Yeah, this is why I don't have favorites, because I've seen so much. You're asking me to pick from, like, I can't pick one. What do I rate AOT? Okay, how much do I want to piss you guys off? I'll say the same thing I always say. The writing is close to a 9. The enjoyment is close to a 7. Have I watched Records of Ragnarok? I dropped it a long time ago. Anime over the how... Wait, you have seen over the how level 9,000. I've seen over 900, not 9,000. My goodness. Have I seen ReZero? Yeah, I'm up to date. Well, right now, if you have... Okay. Deku versus Bakugo. Full power... Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who wins? Nah. What devil fruit would you eat if you were in One Piece? I wouldn't eat one. I bet I love Seven Deadly Sins. I enjoy it. I'm not like a hyper fan. It has a lot of issues, and I say that every stream. Favorite anime? Don't have a favorite. Thank you for the follow, Brian. My stepdad got me into anime. Good job, stepdad. When I was a kid, he currently in hospice and doesn't have long left. Oh, that's what... My grandma just went through hospice. Well, you know what? He did a good job. He got you into anime, so props to him. Where do I live? Canada. Do I think your opinion on anime is better than others? No. No. I do not. My opinion has no more weight than anybody else. regardless of how many series I could see even if I hypothetically went to some sort of like time chamber and saw every anime. No, my opinion does not mean more than others. It just means I have more recommendations to give people or more context for certain series. Kuroko no Basket or Blue Lock, Kuroko. Can I draw? Not even a little bit. Ask him for the Black Clover pain. You guys just like make me move, don't you? Is Vinland Saga worth watching? Yes. Favorite seinen? Probably Parasite. Probably. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate the cowboy hat. Favorite Bankai? Shinji's. Definitely Shinji's. The best anime I've watched recently. Hero Academia Season 8. Season 8. So that answers your question, Oman. Black Clover painting must be an inside joke. I'm new here. I collect paintings. So it's because I collect paintings. So like I have One Piece paintings, I have Astro Boy paintings, I have an AOT painting, I have a One Piece painting. Yeah, I have a bunch of paintings. What you honestly opinion you honestly opinion in the difference again manga Tokyo Ghoul and anime? I barely understood what you said, but here's the thing: I have not read Tokyo Ghoul. I've only watched it. I cannot fairly compare the two. Oh, thank you for the second cowboy hat. Favorite One Piece character? I actually do not have a favorite. I've tried. Do I like Astro Boy or is it not really that good? Astro Boy is good. Astro Boy is good. It's also one of the most influential anime in history. Did you mean Inuyashiki? Then yes. If you meant Inuyasha, then I couldn't finish it. So the final episode of MHA is a disappointment. I liked it. It was a wrap-up episode. There's not going to be some huge fighting climax. The fighting is done. It's establishing where the world goes from there. So, like, I don't know what you wanted. Is Isagi from Blue Lock a better protagonist than Kuroko? I do not feel so, for me. I look like Bon Clay. I mean, I don't see it. Should I watch Gintama? It wasn't for me. You could try it. Can I recommend an anime for me? Can you tell me about your personal preferences, your genres, themes, anything you like? Opinion on Golden Lion Shiki? The movie was good. Like, I know the movie's not canon, but the movie where he's in was pretty fun. What do I think about the Taboo Tattoo? I don't know what you're talking about. Hitman Reborn, I couldn't deal with the voice actors. I'll watch the reboot, give it a second shot. Should I let my 11-year-old watch AOT? So just to give you an idea, there's a lot of gore, death, slavery, genocide, cannibalism. So like it's kind of a dark series. Just keep that in mind. Any good exploration animes you like? Exploration. So I assume you mean like world like kind of like a journey, an adventure story. Dr. Stone, who has the most aura in Naruto? Who would I pick? I mean, I think we can go off of individual scene. Like, I think I'm going to go with Madara for the aura power. I think Madara. I have to give the aura. How many episodes have I watched of what? MHA isn't over. There's going to be an OVA. Yeah, so I heard about that. I did hear about some OVA. The main story is finished. At the very least, the main story is done. I allowed my 7-year-old to watch Berserk. It's a little bit young for a show like Berserk. Berserker as a kid. Yeah, Berserk is not really a kid's anime. The best educational anime? I'm still going with Dr. Stone. I think that's a great one. The best educational anime? Who decided that? I did. I did. Read Climber? I'm not going to. I'm telling you right. I'm not going to be someone who says, "Hey, I will." Okay, I will. No, I'm not going to. I don't read manga. I'm sorry. Dr. Stone got me interested in science. It's great. It's really good. I do have issues with the story itself, but from an educational perspective, I think it's really good. You got any underrated series? Do you have any genre preferences? Invincible. I never got into it. I mean, I haven't tried it. To be fair, I've never tried it. There's a Hitman Reborn. Yeah, I heard there's a reboot for Hitman Reborn coming, and when it does, I will give it a shot. What do I know about Monogatari? If you mean Bake Monogatari, I dropped it. If you mean Ore Monogatari, it's fantastic. You don't care about the genre? Okay. Where do I want to go? You know what? I'm going to go with Bartender Glass of God. It's a slice of life, wholesome, lighthearted. It's just a very comfy show. It's just a comfy show. Thoughts on Erased? It's good but rushed. A little bit predictable, kind of rushed at the end, but still a good time. Short anime that are really good. So Erased is an example of a short series that's pretty good. Charlotte is another one. Bartender Glass of God is another one. Please suggest me an anime. I finished the previous you suggested. Well, I don't remember what I suggested to you. And again, like, what kind of vibe are you going for? Odd Taxi is another good one. It's pretty short. Bunny Girl Senpai I was not into. How You Doing, Mohammed? I think Devil Fruits and Will of D is connected. And over this, I'm not so sure. Does eating non-veg... I have no idea what you're trying to say. Erased, Bartender, Glass of God. Got it? Okay, perfect. Those are both good. Is the reboot of Tengen Toppa the biggest... I don't know. I never got into Tengen Toppa. I don't have a favorite series either. How you doing? I'm not going to read that name out loud, but okay. Death Note worked amazingly as an educational anime. No, stop it. Please watch what? I dropped Bunny Girl Senpai. I dropped it. I'm not into it. How are you not overstimulated? Because I'm very good at filtering. And I also don't really, I put zero stress on myself during this. Like, I'm really just reading chat, thinking through things, and responding. Like, I'm just chilling. And this is like no speed at all. I'm barely moving. Is Kingdom of Ruin good? If you like trauma, if you want to be, it's just a very disheartening series. I'll watch Darling in the Franxx. I was not a fan. I couldn't do it. Why is my profile picture Escanor? Because my name is Mighty Otaku, and he's a super massive jacked anime character. It just fits. Seeing Ultra Instinct is a technique, and Kalkin is also a technique. Can Goku use both at the same time? I don't think he's at the skill level required to do so. There's no reason. I don't see any reason why he couldn't. Like, I don't see any objective reason why he could not. It would just be very, very straining on the body. Have I seen Akamega Kill? I have. Do I think Chainsaw Man Season 2 is going to be one of the best of next year? Is it next year? I think it's going to be up there, especially after the Reese movie. I think it's going to do pretty well. What do I know about Bugs? Not very much. Coolest swordsman of all anime? I wouldn't even know where to begin. If you pick a single series, I could probably do it. Like, I could probably have an opinion. But, like, just look at, like, One Piece and Bleach. How many swordsmen are in there? Or Rurouni Kenshin, which is a series of swordsmen. Or Samurai Champloo, Afro Samurai. Where do I begin? Yes, Gugu is my favorite character from To Your Eternity. Whatever happened to JJK Anime, it did not fall off. The new season is coming. There's a new season coming out. Meliodas is better? I disagree. Meliodas is like somewhere like down off screen, and Escanor is, I don't know, on the top floor of my building. It's not even close. Have I watched Bunny Girl? I dropped it. Did not like it at all. It's not my kind of anime, and I just have no interest in it. Like, I'm not into ecchi stuff. I'm not at all. I don't. Think they should remake T-Bait. I haven't seen T-Bait. And how you doing, Sebastian? The new season's going to be peak for JJK, or I don't know if you mean Chainsaw Man or JJK, but I'll watch both. Do I think Ippo season... How do I think... Do I think Hajime no Ippo season 4? Do you mean, do I think there's going to be a new Ippo season? No. I don't think it's going to be... I didn't say edgy. I said ecchi. Ecchi, not edgy. It's weird how you don't walk in your YouTube shorts, because I sit down. I'm only on the treadmill for these. Opinion on Dandadan, I tried it, wasn't my thing. Free Ren, yeah, I've seen it, I loved it. It's been forever since your live showed up on my For You page. I mean, I'm live every day, man. So I don't know. I think you need to watch more of my videos for me to be, like, recommended. I love Vinland Saga. So my opinion on Dandadan. Okay, I've already answered all those. Thank you, 3 canceled signs, I guess. Or 3 not allowed signs. But yeah. If you want me to be on your For You page, just watch more of my content, and you'll get recommended more. Because we have been here every single day. Should stop getting grouped together so closely. It's just cartoons originating in Japan, and one anime can be totally different from another. I would agree. Anime has very wide range in themes and target audiences. The Blonde Clay is pinpoint man. Good job. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Have I seen Rurouni Kenshin live action? No, but I have seen every season, and I have seen the OVAs. Will you come to my wedding? Are you actually dead serious inviting me to your wedding? I'm just some random YouTuber who talks about anime. What's my take on the best animated movies? I like Kizuna. I like Silent Voice. I like I Want to Eat Your Pancreas and Your Name. And I like Ponyo and Grave of the Fireflies. And should I keep going? Have I seen Five Nights at Freddy's? I have not. Ball and Clay with Stubble? I shave every day. What do you want from me? It keeps coming back. Did Evangelion make any sense to you? I didn't finish it. I never got into it. Will I deliver? I'm not delivering your baby now. That's insane. That is actually just insane. When did I start watching anime? 94. What's a good romance that isn't too corny? Depends how you classify corny, I guess. But I would say that isn't too corny. Let's say, hold on, let me scroll down here. Where's my romance? Here it is. I'll say not too. I'm trying to tone down the corniness. How about Bakumon? How about Bakumon? Bunny Girl was not for me. I'm gonna go with Bakumon. Is Kakashi top 20 anime characters? I like Kakashi a lot, but no, I can't. Pancreas is great. I highly recommend it. When did I start watching anime? 94. Let's say I was summoned to court to be a witness, and they asked anime questions. That's irrelevant. Have I seen Fairy Tail? Yes, I have. Some arcs are really good. Some arcs are not so good. 100-Year Quest was terrible, but overall, I think it's good. The prettiest in terms of animation, probably Violet Evergarden. Probably. 34. One Piece versus Naruto based on everything. So I prefer One Piece's story, and I prefer Naruto's anime. I forgot what the name of the anime at the Bluebird. Shangri-La Frontier. Hell's Paradise I haven't seen. MHA Season 8 was really good. He likes One Piece, Your Honor. Okay, so I'm sorry for having taste. Unfortunately, I do not read much manga at all. It's very rare that I read any. Y'all sleeping on Hunter x Hunter? Okay. This is. I think some of you really need to think a bit. Oh, you guys are sleeping on one of the most recognized shonen in history. Yeah, definitely a slept-on series. That's like me coming in and saying, yeah, guys, have you ever heard of this niche anime called Naruto? Have I heard of Blame? No, I have not. You seen any good 12-episode series? Tons of them. Do you have any genre preferences? If you could have any of the UA students' quirks, honestly, I wouldn't want a quirk. I would rather be quirkless. I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually fine. Am I up to watch Resident Evil 9 trailer? I never really got into Resident Evil in the first place. The big three goes as it goes. Bleach, JJK, Death... Azores, you're banned. All the big three are better than Dragon Ball Z and DBS. I agree or not? I would disagree. Do I prefer all of them more than Dragon Ball Z? I definitely prefer them. I prefer them over Super. I do prefer the big three over Super. But Z is better than Super. What do I think about the last MHA episode? It was good. It wasn't my favorite episode, but I'm glad, it ended at a point where I was good. Hope you're doing great. We are doing great. Do I think Tales from Sonic the Hedgehog is cute? I don't find fictional character. They're fiction. I hate the Naruto ending. Okay, here's my complaint about the Naruto ending. It ends at the wedding scene, right? Naruto and Hinata are about to get married, right? And then it cuts. Why bring us to the wedding and then end before the wedding even starts? We didn't. You literally. They literally. I feel so cheesed. I feel. Why would you just not let us experience the wedding? Why not let us see that? Exactly. Show us the vibe. Exactly. I was so mad. I was so mad about that. One at YouTube Live after another one. One on YouTube Live and then another one. You mean on Twitch? So today I have a pizza party. I'm going out with my friends. He's moving back to town. He's finished. I think he's finishing up his pilot school. He's going to be a pilot soon. So we're going to throw him a party, a surprise party. And I don't know if I'm going to have time. If I do have time, I will do a Twitch stream. If I don't have time, I'm going to go to the party. Have I watched Vinland Saga? I think it's great. Am I invited to the pizza party? Unfortunately, it's only his close friends. I'm sorry. Marvel or DC. Traditionally Marvel, but I do enjoy DC. So like my friend group is very interesting. We have we have a mechanic, we have a pilot, we have a doctor, we got and let's see who else is in the group. Jonathan just works in a warehouse. We got one guy who works in a lab, doing unfortunately he does animal testing, but it was hard to get a job, so he does what he has to do. No one actually likes it, but he does what he has to do to get a paycheck. And then there's me. I work in a gym. Bros group is stacked up. Oh, we have everybody. We have everything. We have one guy who works in we got insurance salesman. We got a teacher. Anime I would recommend. Depends on your personal preference. Tell me what you like. Sounds fun with all the variety. Yeah, we all do different stuff. We all do very different things. Shangri-La Frontier. I enjoy it for sure. Yeah, so yeah, one of them works in animal testing on rats. I know it's bad. I know no one likes doing what he does, but he needed a job. What's a good anime? My favorite anime is Hunter x Hunter. I like Hunter x Hunter. Have you seen Fullmetal Alchemist? Bro's like, I know a guy for every pro. Actually, yes. Actually, yes. You can name any normal career, and I probably know somebody who does it. I know people whose job is to find people jobs. I know people who work as everything from plumbers and electricians up to family law, divorce court, everything. Your friend group is like this Straw Hats equivalent, but pretty much. Boring. You think my friend group is boring, buddy? Have you seen Full Metal? Have you seen... All right, let's go old school. Have you seen Zatch Bell or Metabots or the original Beyblade? Pokemon is the most iconic anime in terms of recognizability. So if you go onto the street, show a random person an anime, Pokemon's probably going to be it. Bro must have a cook. Do we? In our main group, we do have food enthusiasts, but who do I know that's a professional cook? I do know. Okay, yes, I have a friend who is the head baker at Rockaberry. So there you go. Do I wash the dishes? My first ever job was a dishwasher. My first job was a dishwasher. Favorite food? Everything. Beyblade is some of the best pieces of... I OG Beyblade with Max and Tyson and Kai. I love it. Great series. Do I know mangaka? I don't know that much. I don't know that much manga. I mostly watch anime. How you doing, Jaden? Do I like butter chicken? Absolutely. Actually, one time when on Canada Day, my friend's dad was actually one of the bands playing for the massive event in my area, and so when I showed up to the event, she made me butter chicken. That was my first time having butter chicken. It was very good. Actually, I think she made... Was it butter chicken? No, she made me peanut butter chicken. Different time. You watch any Slice of Life? Absolutely. Comedy a little bit. Slice of Life definitely. Glass of God, Campfire Cooking, Masterful Cat is depressed again today. You ever watch Dinosaur King? Indeed, I have. Snake Man over here. Snake Man is my favorite transformation. Peanut butter chicken was actually pretty tasty, but butter chicken is also very good. I like them both. I think she made me peanut butter chicken because back in the day I was broke and I lived mostly off of peanut butter. Favorite comedy? Either Aggressive Retsuko or Sakamoto Desuka. You'll give it a try. You could probably find a recipe online, though it's a ton of calories because, peanut butter is a lot of calories. I have the new record of Ragnarok. No, I dropped it a while ago. Banana bread. I love banana bread. Actually, one of the best things I've ever had. I have a friend who's she's an ER surgeon, but she's also She's good at everything. She baked me pumpkin bread. It was one of the best things I've had in my life. It was definitely the best bread I've had in my life. Foolie Cooley. I've seen Foolie Cooley. Can I do a backflip? Not right now. No. Do I have an anime that is action adventure with lots of fights? I have about 1,000 of those. So where do I want to start with that one? Action adventure, lots of fights. Try Vinland Saga. Food is life. Yeah, exactly. Food is life. Food is food. Or life is food. Yes. Do I watch Your Academia? Indeed, I finished it. Are you gonna upgrade to a stationary bike? No. No. The most I would ever get, I wouldn't bike. I mean, I've actually biked on stream before. I have biked on stream before. It's not the most comfortable setup. I can see why you prefer OG Naruto to Shippuden. I kind of go more with Shippuden, but I see your point. MHA was like a solid 8.5 for me, maybe up to a 9. I am walking. I'm going to sleep. You have work tomorrow, dude. Come on, choose this over your job. Easy. How long do I walk like this? I walk around. Doesn't it strain my legs? I'm genuinely. I'm okay. First of all, this is zero effort. This is zero effort. If walking at like a super slow speed for 2 hours is strenuous on your legs, not try. I'm just gonna be honest. You're probably not in very good shape, which is not. I'm not me shaming you for it. Just probably not in that good shape, and probably want to get a little. Try and get some more activity in any way, shape, or form in your day. Have I watched Records of Ragnarok? I dropped it a long time ago. How long are you going to stream for? Another 30 minutes. We've been live for an hour and a half. I like Bleach and Naruto. I prefer Naruto, but Bleach is still very good for me. Madara is the greatest villain I've seen. I prefer Meruem, but I do like Madara quite a bit. He's one of my favorite antagonists in Naruto. Fragrant Flower, I think, what is Fragrant Flower about? So there's this guy who's a pure good boy. The MC, pure good boy. But his appearance kind of deters people. He's a very intimidating because of his size and his face. But he actually doesn't look that scary. And he saves this sweet, innocent young girl. And he protects this sweet, innocent young girl. He's very friendly to her. And he kind of assumes that she doesn't actually like him, but she actually thinks he's great and wants to get to know him more. And then it's just this cute love story. Can you not spam chat? Can you not spam chat? What is Violet Evergarden about? It's a child soldier at the end of a war. She's survived. It's the end of a war, and it's this child soldier. She's with her captain, and her captain goes missing. He's presumed dead, and he says these final words to her before he disappears. And then she goes to work as a doll, which is someone who writes letters for people. Because at this time period, people are not commonly educated on how to write. So she goes to people's homes to write letters for them to understand human emotion better and understand the words that her captain left to her. Are you talking Toradora? I mean, I've seen Toradora. Can you not spam chat? I know you're just saying win, but please don't spam chat. Do I like to travel? Yes, I do. Do I play any games? Yeah, over on Twitch. I'll just quickly throw that into chat again. You're spamming. Look, I've asked you to stop, so I'm going to put you in timeout for a few minutes. Don't spam chat. I like JoJo's Attack on Titan. I enjoy that as well. Started watching anime in '94. It's Saturday. Should I assume no tie today? I wore a tie once, actually twice. Guys, chill. Do I remember Summer Clouds? I have not seen Summer Clouds. Is my dad single? No, 2 of my dads are dead, and 1 of my dads doesn't date. Hi, bro. How you doing? Yeah. What do I think of Demon Slayer? It's pretty fun. Course Party, I have not seen. Domain Expansion, what? One Piece start is slow. I like the start. I liked it. Why is my face red today? My face is always red. I have a condition. Greetings from Morocco. How you doing? Do I know anime with big anime with big empires that go to war against each other? Naruto. But other than Naruto, Vinland Saga, actually. One Piece start is slow. Tanya, the Saga of Evil. I have not seen it. What do I usually stream on Twitch? Well, currently we are playing Expedition 33 and Digimon Time Stranger. We beat Dispatch. We've played Halo. We've played Mass Effect. We've played Helios Hotel. We kind of like a mix of adventure games and sometimes horror games. Just join what's going on. Mostly talking about anime, as you could see by the title. One Punch Man. I enjoyed the first season very much. 2 was okay. 3 is not so good. You can call me no. Yeah, $7 games, but yeah, they're very expensive. They were not cheap. What do I think is the most hated anime? I don't really follow the hate. I kind of just watch what I want to watch. I really don't care what people hate. Who do I think would win? I don't do power scaling. What do I think about the new season of One Punch Man? I do not like it. The newest episodes are fine though. Like the newest 2 episodes were fine. The last fight in the season 1, yeah, the end of season 1 was good. I like season 1. Have I enjoyed Dispatch? Yeah, Dispatch was great. Dispatch has been one of my favorite games in recent history. I don't have a top 5. I'm sorry. How you doing, Panic? Season 2 ending was great. For which series are we talking about? JJK. I like JJK. Bonnie gained power from gain the power of Nika. Kind of. Who's my goat character? I don't have a goat character. I don't have a favorite character. My name is Mighty Otaku. Berserk or Vinland Saga? I prefer. Okay, so here's the thing. Berserk, the 97 was the best anime release for Berserk, and it does not go very far. I have not read Berserk in depth, so because of the limitations there, I'm going with Vinland Saga. Ever watch Fullmetal Alchemist? It's fantastic. Gachakuda, it's pretty good. Shield Hero Season 1 was good. 2 through 4 were not. Can I do... No. What's wrong with you, dude? What anime would I recommend to new anime fans? I would ask that person what they're generally interested in so I can find something that they're likely to enjoy. I Google the anime I want to watch and I find it. I literally just Google it. Fair enough. I've read both, love both, but Vinland Saga just more interesting for me. Perfectly fine. Do I like Seven Deadly Sins? I do enjoy it. It has problems, though. It has a lot of problems. Is it top 5 in my list? No. I don't have a top 5, but it would not be. It wouldn't be close. Thoughts on Tokyo Ghoul season? If that was like the last part of the Tokyo Ghoul anime, was not a fan. I'm tired of those short streams using AI and... What? What do I... Okay, CR, do I have to ban you? So the Twitch stream, I will let you know after this stream because I have to call my friend regarding a party later today. Didn't know that was my real name. It's pretty tough, I know, right? What are the starter picks for first anime? So like, it's not what I do. It's not how I like to approach things. I know other people say like, oh, go with Demon Slayer, Solo Leveling, Death Note. Fine choices. I don't disagree with you. But if you want to have a high chance of someone sticking to it, take a few seconds to just see what the person has a general interest in. You have a better chance of finding something they like that way. What do you all know about Case Closed? I dropped it. I did not like Detective Conan. I did not like it at all. I watched Angel Next Door because of you, and it's really good. I'm glad you liked it. You can try Alia Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian, or The Flower That Blooms with Dignity. I'm excited for Blue Lock live action. I didn't know there was getting one, but okay. I guess we'll see. Apparently everything is getting a live action these days. Please ban CRZK. Yeah, I will. Actually, I will. Because I don't allow drug chat. It's kind of confusing about Meliodas being the Demon King and then switching to an angel. He didn't switch to an angel. I don't know where you got that idea. He never became an angel. Demon Slayer movie, I still haven't seen Kimetsu no Yaiba. I haven't seen Infinity Castle. Watching Evangelion, nice. And it wasn't my thing, but glad you're enjoying it. Did I not see the latest JJK spin-off chapter? Nope, I'm not reading it. What's the most OP character in anime? There isn't one. There objectively is not one. Also, thank you, Vicious, for the... Was that a gap? Oh my god, you sent a galaxy, my goodness. Vicious, you are... I very much appreciate the very generous donation. Thank you very much. Galaxies are... Shout out to Vicious. No Way Brett said Meliodas switched to an angel. I mean, maybe they misunderstood. Do I have a hot take on Naruto? I don't know what my hot take would be. Like what? Like what are my takes that would be? Okay. Okay. The hottest take that I could have, which I don't even think is that hot, is that Boruto itself is not bad. It's just that the anime did not do a good job of adapting the manga. Rimuru Tempest, I like Rimuru. Favorite live action. To be fair, I haven't seen that many live action anime, so I'm going to have to go with One Piece by default. My hot take is that Mata was right all along. I don't think he was right, but I think you can understand where he was coming from. Have I played Persona 5? I've actually never played Persona, which I probably should. I just like Naruto as an adult. I like Naruto as an adult too. Least favorite you've watched? I don't have a least favorite. If I don't like a series, I just drop it and move on. I'm not going to finish the series if I don't like it. My hot take is that Itachi is still a villain. So I don't really see Itachi as a full-on villain, but there's some things I can't look past. Like, I get why he wanted Sasuke to be the one to take him out, and why he made himself, like, to be a villain. I get that. But, like, remember that scene at the hotel when Sasuke went after Itachi, and then he literally beat him to a pulp and put him in a genjutsu, leaving him in a hospital for months? That was not necessary. That was just over. That was not necessary. Giorno would basically. Who cares about power scaling? Which anime character has the most depressing life? It was a character from a magical girl anime. I forgot what it was called. It was not Madoka Magica. They need to make a new Hellsing. Do they? I mean, I was pretty satisfied already. You cannot tell me Avatar: The Last Airbender live action was your favorite. No. What anime will I recommend to troll a friend? We don't really do that. My friend group, with my friend group, when we recommend anime, we actually try to find stuff we both like. We actually take our recommendations seriously. Romance anime with Bleach style fighting. Romance anime with Bleach style fighting. I don't think I know any. Death Note live action was good. I haven't seen it actually. I'd say it's the Can you not spam chat so much? I don't want to have to ban you. I'd say it's the immortal character whose soul never died. Which anime did you watch once and want to watch it again? Well, let's see. I've watched Naruto more than once. I've watched Dragon Ball more than once, and One Piece, and Ippo, and Death Note, and I've watched a lot of shows more than once actually. Parasite. How do you not like live action Avatar? No. It's literally considered a disgrace. The live action Avatar is actually considered like a massive failure. You have to be rage baiting. Uma Musume, I haven't seen it. I know what it is though. What 80s anime should be remade now? The thing is, we already had a remake of Astro Boy. We had a remake of. Well, we already have enough Dragon Ball content. I'd rather they just finish Dragon Ball as a whole. I don't know. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen that much 80s anime. I've seen a couple, but not many. Naruto fights are some of the best in anime. I mean, they're very good. I won't take away the fact that they're very good. What anime would I want a live action for? A romance series. It's going to be the easiest to do. You know what? Bartender Glass of God. Bartender Glass of God. Favorite Digimon? It depends on what I'm going for. Because if we're just picking which one looks the coolest, I think I've had a thing for Omnimon ever since the movie. I think ever since the movie, I've had a thing for Omnimon and Magnamon. But I think that just imprinted on me as a kid. Death Note is pretty good. Why remake? I mean, yeah, I don't think we need a Death Note remake. Do I like new or old gen both? I like them both. When an anime is made does not matter. Do I have a favorite power system? Yes, Nen and Alchemy are my top two. Now that MHA has ended, what do I rate the season as a whole? Probably a 9 point. I'm probably going to say a 9.5 plus. What's my opinion on Solo Leveling? I think it's a lot of fun. Nen is basic. I don't think Nen is... okay, if you're saying it's basic because it's common, okay, fine. But it's a great choice. Hear Me Outs in anime, I don't have any Hear Me Outs. JJK should be remade? I don't really think so, no. What am I talking about? The old live action Avatar... they were talking about the the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender. Obito is always a villain. Don't care if he turned out good. I mean, Obito was not always a villain. He was a good guy, manipulated to be bad, and then kind of came to his senses at the end, thanks to Naruto. If you want to consider him a villain, if you don't want to forgive him for his actions, fine. You don't have to forgive him. You don't have to forgive him. He did a lot of terrible things. Absolutely. You don't he's not owed forgiveness. Have I watched any horror? I've seen Parasite, which is kind of horror. I have seen School Live, which again is not that. If it has to be scary, I haven't seen anything scary. How you doing, Marley? I prefer Vinland over Death Note by a lot. I've seen Charlotte multiple times. The old live action Avatar was terrible. Yeah, the new one not. I've only seen one live action for Avatar, and it was. Oof. I see you yeah, I do like Hunter x Hunter very much. Actually, I have the Hunter x Hunter license. What do I think of AOT? I enjoy it. The green haired guy, I love Weki. Seen any horror non anime. I've seen The Grudge, House of Wax, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween. Not that many, honestly. Tokyo Ghoul, I like Tokyo Ghoul. What's the best live action? Probably One Piece, but I've only seen a few live actions. I'm biased. Could I use ODM gear? Probably not. I'm not used to the G's that would be placed on the body. Like, you think it would be easy, but it wouldn't be. Doctor Stone or Records I don't like Records of Ragnarok. Am I on a treadmill? Yes. I don't have a favorite series. Big Brother is watching. I am the Big Brother. What are you talking about? Different anime. If you were to paint my hair, I would not. I wouldn't change. I wouldn't paint my hair. Like, I won't dye it. I haven't watched Digimon. What should I watch to get into it? So I would give you one of two choices. You could either watch the remake of Digimon Adventures. I think it was a 2020 remake of the original Digimon Adventures. It is not canon to the main timeline of the story. It's just more modern, so it's easier to get into. So you could use that as your introduction. Or if you watch the original Digimon Adventures from like the 90s, and then you would go into Digimon Season 2, Tamers, and then go that way. It's just the original adventures that started in the 90s, it's not going to be as modern looking. So it's just depends on your preference. Any anime that is like Naruto and One Punch Man, but is also a bit chill. Naruto and One Punch Man. I'll also add in, you could watch technically you could watch Ghost Game or any of the newer Digimon series because they're not directly connected to the main timeline. Like, you could just get into those. But regarding the other question, Naruto, One Punch Man, but also a bit chill. You could try Mashle. Mashle's a comedy action series that's very similar to One Punch Man. Day 9 of commenting on live streams, and I appreciate your comments. It helps. Bro is dripping. Thank you. Hot take, Goku's a good father. I don't think he's the worst father. I think there's moments where he's a good father, and there's moments where he's a bad father. There's definitely worse. What's the topic of discussion? We're kind of ping-ponging all over the place. Because we just went from Mashle to Dragon Ball to JoJo's. Yes, I like JoJo's. Light was a bad person. That's not a hot take. Have I watched that? Yes, I've seen Slime. I do enjoy it. Demon Slayer's carried by animation and its fights are bad. I would disagree. I do not think Demon Slayer is carried by animation. I think the animation definitely helps it along, but just because a story is simple does not mean it is bad. And I do generally like the side cast. It's just a simple story, but simple isn't bad. Again, I'm not doing the power scaling stuff. Is Pokemon a good anime? I don't enjoy the main series so far, but the movies have been good. I enjoyed the Mewtwo movie, the Lugia movie, the Entei movie, the Celebi movie. I enjoyed a lot of the movies. The Latios and Latias movie. Have I read Homunculus? I have not. Who do I like better, Thorfinn or Edward Elric? I like Thorfinn more than Edward. Can I give me a good anime to watch? Can you tell me anything about your preferences, genres, or anything? Do I think Seven Deadly Sins is good? I think it's enjoyable, but has a lot of issues. Ippo is peak, I would agree. Best new gen MC, I have no idea where to go with that. That's just too broad. Can you narrow it down a bit? Best One Piece or Naruto? One Piece's story, Naruto's anime. I hate fan service. Yeah, absolutely. You watch Free Ren? I love Free Ren. Light is not a good person? Agreed. Can you give me a good anime to watch? I'm still waiting on your feedback. Explain Light is how Light is a good person. He's not. Do I think season 4 Ippo is ever coming? Realistically, no. Realistically, no. I dropped Fire Force because of the fan service, and you know what? I get it. I understand. I understand. What is a good anime for a 9-year-old? So you know what? Beyblade, the original Beyblade. Season 2 of live action Avatar is coming out next year. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Oh wait, season 2 of the live action Avatar. Oh, live action Avatar. I did not know about that. Beyblade Metal Fusion. I haven't seen Metal Fusion. I've only seen the original. Do I think Dragon Ball is good? Yes, I do think Dragon Ball is good. If you read the novel L is as bad as Light, I have not read it. I've only watched it. I don't see that happening, though. My goodness. You like Yu-Gi-Oh? I used to, back in the day. I used to play competitively. Thorfinn, top 2 characters, and he isn't 2. I do really like Thorfinn. He would score very highly for me. OG Dragon Ball is better than Z. I kind of go back and forth. I go back and forth. I love them both. What do I watch after Death Note? Vinland Saga or AOT? I mean, Vinland Saga is shorter, and it's really good. So, like, if you just want something you can get through pretty quick and have a great time, Vinland Saga. Yu-Gi-Oh! Still goated. I mean, if we're talking the original Yu-Gi-Oh! With, like, a Tem and even Jaden from GX, then yeah, it's great. Is it weird that Hisoka's your favorite character of all time? I mean, I can defend Hisoka somewhat. I think picking him as your favorite of all time, it would raise an eyebrow. Vinland Saga should not be recommended for beginners. Actually, it could be. Yeah, it can be. I disagree. It depends on the person. What's the best anime isekai? Digimon. Every Mihawk upscales and new. I don't do any upscaling. What would I rate from best to least favorite? Naruto, Digimon, Snow White with red hair. So here's the thing. Which Digimon? Because not all Digimon not all of the Digimon seasons are interconnected. And are we counting, like, even if we're only focused on the main timeline, like, it depends which part of Digimon. That will greatly influence my decision. Because, like, Tamers is my favorite. But there's also, Adventures, Season 2, there's Season 4, 5, 6, Try. I haven't seen Ghost Game yet. Am I on a treadmill? Yes. Are you going to watch Lord of Mysteries? No, eventually. Have I seen the trailer for One Piece live action Season 2? I have. Thoughts on 86? Haven't seen 86. Do I like Dragon Ball Z GT? Yes, I like the ending of GT. I did not like most of the GT. I didn't like most of GT, but the ending was perfect. The ending was perfect. Foreshadowing is not good writing. Foreshadowing can be part of good writing. Foreshadowing does not mean it automatically makes it good. Foreshadowing can be done well. One Piece where the live action is better than the... What? What do I think about Konosuba? I haven't seen it. Is Tokyo Ghoul good for a second anime? It could be. Depends on what you like to watch. I go for it. I love Hisoka's design, and the Hisoka theme song is great. Okay, I mean, fair. He does have a fun design, and I do like his music, so sure. Can you give me an anime with adventure and fighting? Blue Exorcist. Have I seen Wise Man's Grandchild? I have not. Joker is a villain? I like Joker. He's one of my favorite DC villains. He might be my favorite DC villain if I think on it. I'm trying to watch Crunchyroll on my PlayStation, and it says it's not connected to the internet. Check your internet, I guess. One Piece is ending because the creator said no. So, guys, One Piece is not ending. You guys just have literacy issues. One Piece is not ending for many years. For several years. We got time. Have I seen One Piece? Yes. No one is stronger than it. Like, guys, Power Scalers, not the channel for you. You should go you should give a live action Avatar series a try. Right now, my watch list is full. What do I think about Berserk? Definitely worth the read. Or you can watch the '97 version. How not to procrastinate in the winter? Why is the winter? Why is the weather affecting your procrastination? Like, do you have something to do that's outside and it's cold? Can I drop 3 animes? Can you give me your preferences on what kind of anime you want me to drop? Uh, Dot, here's why you're okay. Dot, you kind of called yourself out. You're saying this series is mid, yet you've never seen it and never will. So you're critiquing a show you've never experienced. Therefore, your opinion has has no value. Because it's like I think it's bad when I have no context whatsoever. Sorry, buddy. You prefer Tanjiro or Midoriya? I prefer Midoriya. Why people only like anime where the MC want to be fighting something? Uh, so I think it's fine to enjoy action series. If you have a preference for a good action series, I think that's fine. If you're only watching series with crazy fight scenes constantly, I feel like you're kind of limiting yourself. Midoriya has more emotional depth than Tanjiro. Again, like a simple, consistent character is not automatically bad writing, and I don't think someone like Deku going through being an insecure, crybaby or whatever you like to call him. I don't even see him as a crybaby, but like being like an insecure kid going through all of those difficult experiences and working up to where he is. I don't necessarily think one way is better than the other. I just prefer the way I just prefer Midoriya's kind of character and his growth and his story. Uh, Power scalers, especially power scalers like UHS, you need a reality check and you need to grow up. Come on. What's my favorite character in One Piece? I have no idea. Deku or Ichigo? I prefer Ichigo. What's a corny thing to think of? Imagine Ichigo not fighting something. Uh, I mean, Ichigo is not really much of a fighter for fighting's sake. He always fights for a reason. Phantom Troop and Akatsuki are the best villain groups. I like them both very much. I think they're both great. I think having either as your favorite makes a lot of sense. High School DxD is the Gooner series. I mean, it's not for me. I just can't deal with it. HS, okay, I know you're rage baiting at this point, but just give it up. Do I watch Fate Stay Night? Yes. Fate is very good. Favorite swordsman? I have no idea. If you pick a series, I might be able to pick one. Do I know Watamote? I do not. What season of Attack on Titan is my favorite? I like the first one the most. Favorite Hunter x Hunter arc? I always go back and forth between the Chimera Ant and New York New City. I just go between the two. Domain expansion or Bankai? I prefer Bankai. I enjoy Black Clover very much. Yeah, I'm up to date on Dr. Stone. Favorite character from Afro Samurai? That's on my watch list. Saber because she is the one that carried the series. Actually, my favorite character, I think, is Ryder from Fate Stay Night. I actually really like Ryder. I don't watch any anime. I don't watch anime much. Who's the bird guy? Shangri-La Frontier. To Your Eternity is really good. Chakra or Key, I prefer Chakra. Is Fate the anime where when Arthur's a girl? Yes. Which show is better, Yu Yu Hakusho or Inuyasha? The thing is, I never got it. Like, I didn't get as far into Yu Yu Hakusho as I did with Inuyasha. I cannot fairly critique I cannot fairly critique Yu Yu Hakusho. I cannot fairly critique it. And Inuyasha, I was not a fan. So I'm kind of stuck. I can't be fair about it. So I actually do not know the proper order to watch all of Fate because there are multiple Fate seasons. You'd probably have to Google it because I know Fate Stay Night and then Unlimited Blade works, but for everything else, I don't know. What do I look for in a series? It depends on what I'm going for. It depends on what I want to feel and experience. Because sometimes I like like a long, detailed adventure where there's a lot of complexity and world building and like an interesting power system, or just more depth to the story. It doesn't necessarily need like a top tier power system. Could have no power system at all, but something like Hunter x Hunter, Full Metal Alchemist, where there's a lot more going on that gets me curious and thinking. Sometimes I just want to be entertained, like solo leveling in Demon Slayer. Sometimes I want to feel wholesome and cozy and just have a good time and just be at peace. So, like Glass of God, Masterful Cat is depressed again today. So, it entirely depends on the vibe I want to experience. Uh, a Dotson Jump, I don't know. Anime have you watched? What anime would I like to live in? Wherever there's good food. Do I live on my own? I have roommates, but I lived on my own before this. If the big three were erased, what anime would be the big three? I'd have to go back in time because the big three are just the top three series that dominated Shonen Jump during a particular era. That's all it is. So, like, if you erase those three, I do think Hunter x Hunter, well, Hunter x Hunter was among the big three during its time. It just didn't stay in that top placing. So I think Hunter x Hunter would be one of them. I don't know about the other two. Hello from Turkey. How you doing? Have I watched Chilling in Another World? I have not. Comfort Show, Bartender, Glass of God, or The Masterful Cat is depressed again today. Am I crazy for saying some romance is the best genre? No, I wouldn't disagree. You can have any preference. You can have any preference you want. Can I have a good action adventure anime with great power systems with a sad ending and plot twists? Well, if you want a sad ending and a plot twist, I'd say Platinum End. If you want a sad ending with a plot twist, Platinum End. Can you give me a good anime that is adventure and fighting? I already answered you specifically because I remember your exact typos. I already answered you specifically. Who's the MC of Fate? What was his name? I forgot his name, but like the red hair. Well, at least in Fate Stay Night and Blade Works, it was the red haired kid. I forgot his name. Hunter x Hunter or Full Metal. I'm going with Full Metal. Mihawk has crazy drip. He looks good. I mean English. Can you give me a good anime that is adventure and English? That's an English adventure. So, like, you mean has a dubbed? Most series will have a dubbed. Like most series do have dubbed at this point. So, you want an adventure series? Go watch Hunter x Hunter, Vinland Saga, AOT, Full Metal. Do I think power scaling is the writer's fault? No, it's the authors don't do power scaling. They don't do it. It's the fandom. I think big three, if the others were erased, I think Hunter x Hunter, Full Metal, and JoJo's. I'd have to double check the release dates. Like, I'd have to go double check the release dates and their respective, like, sales records. When have you started? I started this. Oh, damn, actually, it's been 2 hours. Because I wasn't watching the clock, I will stay for an extra 5 minutes. That's my fault. I will stay an extra 5 minutes. What languages do I know? English, and that's it. Can I briefly explain the MHA power system? So there was an incident where a glowing baby was born, and after that incident, quirks started appearing all over the world, and now 80% of the human population experienced having some sort of quirk, and these quirks can vary greatly from like appearance wise to being able to like super strength, healing, mind reading, kind of all over the map in terms of what those powers can be. But it's like you're either born with it or not, and it's a genetic thing. Supreme, you can actually also like some people actually select their partners romantically based on their quirks to try and have offspring with the highest quirk potential. You actually see that happening a few times. Hunter x Hunter or Naruto. I do prefer Naruto a little bit, not by a huge margin. It's kind of close there. Supreme Great Blade or Nokia keypad, which is more durable. Considering, you know what, probably a Nokia. Like the mutant gene in X-Men. It's not exactly like that. It's not exactly the same way as that, but close enough. I mean, I think that's one of the closest you're going to get. Is Big Three an American concept? No, it's a global concept. One Piece or AOT. Actually, the Big Three was a term coined by Shonen Jump. Shonen. It was Shonen Jump. Your band. There you go. Have I watched Shangri-La Frontier? I have. What order do I watch Fate? Because I do not know the exact order, you should Google it to be sure. Because I've only seen 2 of the series, and there's a lot more than Fate Stay Night and Blade Works. So like, I would actually double check. Okay, did I just ban the wrong person? Like, dude. Can I sing? No. Did I ban the wrong person before? I don't think I did. Might more like All Might, yes. It was multiple. Thoughts on JJK? I like JJK. You think Sakura is the most useless character? No. I think if you think Sakura is useless, you have 0 reading comprehension. What anime is my favorite for action and fighting? Probably. I mean, I don't have a favorite. Yeah, I don't. What's my favorite anime? I don't have a favorite. Thoughts on Berserk? I like Berserk, so I'd prefer to read it if I had the time. Camellia spamming Sing? It's true, you are, so I'm gonna ban you. Goodbye. Have I read JoJo's? No, I've only watched it. Up to part 4. Thoughts on Fire Punch? Haven't seen Fire Punch. Can I shout out Skibbity Toilet? No. Thoughts on ReZero or Digimon? Digimon. You ban people too fast? No, I do not. After Dark, if you were in my position, to be banning people faster. No, I ban people too slow. Why are people toxic? Because people suck. Do I know My Hero Academia? Indeed, I do. Have I seen Oshinoko? No, I have not. What is the name of an anime where there's that guy saying my attacks have no effect on you? Escanor, 7 Deadly Sins. It's literally what I'm wearing. Thoughts on me? As long as you behave, you're fine. Haikyuu or Blue Lock? I prefer Haikyuu. I see most people have moderators. I guess you don't. I have paid moderators, so I can't afford to have them every time. Also, my moderators all have full-time jobs that do pay more than I could afford to pay them, so they can only be here sometimes. Do I know... Do you want me to ban you, buddy? Thoughts on AOT? I enjoy it. When you start watching... when did I start? 1994. Do I like Kaiji? Who's Kaiji? You need to get a mod, bro. I have paid mods. They're not here all the time. Sinbad, Goat of Maji. I like... Yeah, Sinbad is pretty good, but I don't think he's my... Is he my favorite? I think it'd either be Sinbad or Aladdin. Because I have people commenting those kind of anime in my chat, and I have to regularly ban people. What would you say is the best anime for a beginner? There is no best anime. It's about asking that person what they are into. I have to keep doing this. It's not a hard concept. If you want to get someone into anime, find out what they're interested in. Is Fire Force good? Yes and no. First season was good. Seasons 2 and 3 I do not think were good. I'd probably just read it. They keep switching to burner accounts and trolling? Okay. So I'll just keep banning. Have I watched Welcome to NHK? I started the first episode. It's weird. Gotta say it's weird. I do watch a lot of romance. And okay, we have 2 more minutes. So I'll answer as many comments as I can in that time. What has the most similar fights to JJK? If you take away all the powers, then Windbreaker's kind of similar. But if you want the cursed techniques and stuff, maybe Naruto or something? Have I seen the most brutal anime like Another? I have not seen Another. Have you watched Dealing with Madoko Sisters is a Breeze? I have. It was okay. Wasn't impressed. Do I think fanservice ruined some anime? Absolutely. I would argue AOT is the greatest beginner anime. I would disagree. I would disagree. I think it can be a good beginner choice. I think there's context. How does Luffy defeat Crocodile and Alabasta with bloody fists? Red or black all in? I don't gamble. Do I watch Kingdom? I have not. Did you meet other anime lovers on the street? At anime conventions in school, sure. Do you know the reason why people hate One Punch Man so much? Probably the 3rd season, I'd guess. Who had worked the hardest, Rock Lee or Yuji? Probably Rock Lee. Rate Mikasa. I mean, Mikasa's cool. She's one of my, I guess, like top five favorite characters, kind of. It's the anime I watched. I have no idea what you're talking about. Do I like romance? Absolutely. Do I watch Yamada and Seven Witches? I have not. Is Black Clover good? I certainly think so. King Tom, you gotta be okay. I don't know what you guys are doing. How you doing, games? What's the best isekai? I'm going with Digimon. Favorite villain? Meruem. Is Black Clover good? Yes. I think Naruto has the best villain cast in the big three. I think that's a valid take. I mean, you can pick any of them, and I'd say it's a valid take, but I could see it. I could see it. I don't watch anime, so it can't be. Do I know IShowSpeed? I know who he is, yes. What's the anime called with the guy with the bird hat? Shangri-La, Frontier, Best New Gen. I don't have any parameters to work with, so I don't know what you're talking about. You gave me no genre, no timeline. I don't know. Have I seen Toradora? I think it's okay. It's better than average, but it's not. It's not great. Have I watched Inazuma 11? Not yet. Do I think Boruto is good? The anime wasn't anyway. The manga I haven't read. Trolls are literally the weirdest people. I would agree. King Pegleg Zesty, unemployed. What are you even saying? Thanks for reading my chat. I do my best. Akamega Kill is pretty good. Just don't get attached to anybody. And goodbye. All right, see you later, Orange. I mean, we're ending in about a minute. Yeah, last 60 seconds, and then I'm calling it. Takamura is the GOAT in Knockout. He's up there. He does. Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't disagree. By the way, just remember to join the Discord, guys. Just remember to join the Discord before we call it. There's no new Gen Big 3. It's basically your personal favorites, which is fine. Am I late? Yeah, we're down to the last minute of the stream, unfortunately. Do I like Boruto or did I drop it? No, because of my fans, I actually finished it. I've seen every episode. Every single one. How often do I stream? Every single day. Twitch 4 or 5 days a week, on here every day. Hey, doing Sumi? Do I like Boruto? Already answered that one. You didn't like the Toradora ending? Was weird. It wasn't the ending that threw me off. It was just it's a very immature series. Like the way, just the relationship dynamic is very abusive and toxic and childish. But they're also kids. How you doing, Sumi? So it's a kids anime. So like I get it. I'm not the target audience, but I also watched it when I was younger. Do I watch Ghibli? Sure. Ponyo, Fireflies, My Neighbor Totoro. Do I ever watch Sooner anime? No idea. World Trigger has a great power system. I think it's great. Stream time. So on YouTube and TikTok, most days, if you check the Discord, the stream time is set in the FAQ section. It's around 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. And the Twitch streams, when they happen, again, the schedule is posted. It's around noon, like 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. The triggers are awesome. Favorite Pokemon? Probably Gengar or Lapras. Ponyo is really good. You're not walking because we're ending the stream very soon. I keep extending the stream over and over again. Last like 30, 45 seconds. Is Demon Slayer underrated? I don't think so. It's good though. Is JoJo's Peak? I enjoy it very much. What is the best anime for you this year? Probably Academia Season 8, I would think. Is opinion on the rampant pedophilia defense in the anime community? Call them out. Whenever you see people defending that stuff, call them out every time. Do I enjoy what I do? I wouldn't be doing it otherwise. Like I literally quit my other, I reduced my work in my other jobs to do this more. Also because it pays way more. Opinions on rampant I already answered that one. Smasher, I don't do Smasher Pass. What would I do if Makima called you a good boy? Ignore it because I don't like Makima. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Okay, so guys, I will talk to you on Discord. I'm going to make a phone call regarding the pizza party, see if I'm able to stream on Twitch. If not, I'll be back here. Wait, tomorrow's Sunday. Okay, tomorrow. Tomorrow I have work in the morning. So before I go, tomorrow I work in the morning. So I will not be here at the usual time. Tomorrow's YouTube stream is going to be in the afternoon my time because I have work. So I'll be back here tomorrow for you guys. Yeah, see you later. Let's call it.